So this is what it's like to be a teenager in America in the year 2026. She had a false intruder alarm today at school, and once she shared with me what actually happened, I figured she should share it with the rest of you.
So this morning was a regular morning. I woke up, Dad took me to school. I had first period, study hall, so I was in the library. I was sitting with my friends, we were studying, and then all of a sudden we hear this like beeping noise. And the noise wasn't like the irregular alarm that we have learned to do a drill for. So a lot of us were really confused.
For preference, her school has an actual alarm that goes off and says intruder alert.
It goes intruder alert, intruder alert.
I wasn't even aware that you had that.
Like
until
it's
today.
a big alarm, it's a big alarm. But the alarm that we are used to wasn't going off. The one that we do in drills wasn't going off. So it was like a tinier like alarm. And so we were all confused because we were like, is someone's phone going off? So we were all confused until our librarian stood up and like looked at her phone and looked back at all of us and goes, there's an intruder in the school. Everybody go to their safe places now. We were all like, what is happening?
Panicking.
Bunch of kids run over to the phone caddies to grab their phones. We're not supposed to do that, but I keep.
We live in Ohio, and there's a policy that schools are supposed to follow: no cell phones in the classroom.
We're not supposed to have our phones, but there's an intruder in the school. I mean, what are we supposed to do? And then we all go back to our safe spots and like the safe rooms that we're supposed to be in, and there's like windows in there, and I'm trying to figure out how to close the blinds because we genuinely don't know if it's an intruder, like if it's a real one or not, but there's still no intruder alert going on the alarm. So we're like, maybe it's just a drill. And then all of a sudden we start hearing intruder alert, and it just keeps going over and over again. And that's on the alarm this time. So we're like,
so the actual intruder alarm.
So we're actually like, okay, so is this a drill? Like we're all like, what is happening? And then that's finally when both the librarians come in, everyone's in the room, and they both have their walkie-talkies in their hands, and they're not supposed to use those unless it's an emergency like this. And we're all like, oh my God. And they're like,
it's real.
There's someone in the school. We need to barricade the doors. Everyone hide and be quiet. And we're all like, are you serious? Like, I'm freaking out. There's tables against the doors. There's chairs on the doors. People have got books, they've got chairs, they've got things to hit this intruder with. The librarians had bats. I've heard throughout the day that more teachers had bats. They had golf clubs. Softball and baseball students all have their bats in their book bags, so all the teachers are grabbing those. They're grabbing chairs. The people in band are grabbing instruments. I forgot to tell you this. There was 3 students that jumped off the top building window. They jumped off the top floor window to run across the street to the track and field and say, hey, there's an intruder, because they don't hear the alarm over there.
That's actually happened?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And like the principal and all of them, they weren't like informing any of the teachers that there was something going on. And all we did was barricade the doors. We were all hiding. Like, it was so scary to be in that situation. Like, I've always seen it on TV and stuff, but to physically be in there was terrifying. There's multiple kids hiding under tables, hiding under chairs. We're all crumpled up in corners, like hugging each other, holding each other's hands. We're all texting our parents. Like, I'm even texting her. I was like, there's an intruder. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, we're all hiding. We're preparing for the worst to happen. And then all of a sudden, everything goes like silent. Like, there's red screens on the TVs that say like there's an intruder, find a safe spot. All that goes off. All the alarms go off. Everything just stops. And everyone is like, what happened? Like, because this has been going on for 10-15 minutes at this point. Like, we're all just sitting here waiting for something to happen. Like, we're not hearing any screamings, we're not hearing any like gunshots, we're not hearing like anything happen. The most we heard happen was all the metal doors and stuff that are supposed to barricade like the hallways were closing. And so then everything stops, and then the principal comes over the announcement and goes, that was just a false alarm. I hope nobody reacted to that. Continue with your day. Well, I look up and I go, nobody reacted? You just like scared the living crap out of all of us. So then we all get up and we're getting ready to move to our next class, but none of us can leave because all of the like doors and stuff are barricaded shut. So we're sitting in the class for the next 10-15 more minutes because now fire department has to come and the police officers have to come. Like, we have 2 deputies at the school, but more have to come now, because we have to open these doors and we have to shut off the systems. People's parents were in cars on their way over to the school to like be ready to fight these people.
I saw her text just a few minutes after she sent it, and right as I saw it was when the school called me to let me know that it was just a false alarm. So like, had I seen her text before the school called, I'm right down the street from the school, I would have been there in a heartbeat.
I know, I was like, I'm surprised my mom didn't start driving yet.
I saw it all at the same time on my phone, and I'm just like, I didn't even have a chance to freaking react.
That's how we felt.
Yeah.
Because we've all known when drills are gonna happen, so we're all like, okay, whatever, let's just go sit. We're gonna barricade the door. Like, for drills, we barricade the door, but it's not as bad as we did today. We just put like a chair in front of it, and the teachers lock it and stuff. So like, it's just like, okay, this is a practice, what we do. And then today we were just all in a state of shock. We were like, is this real? I think the most scariest thing was the schools have us do drills, and they have specific alarms that we're supposed to know in our brains, like, okay, this alarm means this, go do this, follow that procedure. And I think the scariest thing today was that alarm that went off for the intruder wasn't the alarm that we knew to go hide for an intruder for.
I'm glad that you go to a school that has all of these safety plans in place. However, this is not a reality that we should have to live in.
Yeah. I mean, I think the amount of kids that were like fine after day and was like, it's all right. I knew what to do. I'll be fine now. My parents just said they loved me and hope that I'm okay. I hope I'm safe. And it's like the amount of parents and kids that are like just normalizing what happened today and are just like, oh, okay, it's just another thing in the system.
And that's exactly the problem.
It's terrifying.